Hey, what's poppin', everybody? It's time for some preseason football. Let's get into it. Yesterday, if you guys follow me on Instagram, every single day I will post my slips every single day. Even if I don't make a YouTube video, I can't stress that enough. Always on Instagram. Yesterday, our 3-slip did hit of Joe Flacco, Calvin Austin, and Garrett Wilson right here did hit yesterday for us. Joe Flacco didn't play, so it pushed. But it's still a winner, still a slip that wins. So we'll take that winner for us for sure. Today, I've got 5 more picks coming at you for some preseason football. So let's get into it. Real quick, if you guys are new to Underdog Fantasy, make sure that you there's a link down in the description I have that automatically takes you to the App Store where you can download Underdog Fantasy. Also throws in my TAKEMYSHOT code when you guys sign up for that. So when you make your first deposit, it helps me out big time, as well as it gives you a 100% deposit match up to $100. So if you throw in 20 bucks, for example, you'll get actually 40 bucks, and they'll give you another 20 free dollars just to bet on for funsies, a little risk-free bets for fun. And so that is always nice as well to get those risk-free bets. Also helps me out, like I said, big time if you guys use my code TAKEMYSHOT. Because all my picks every single day are always going to be Underdog Fantasy picks. I think it's the best player prop betting app out there. With that being said, now let's get to today's picks. All right, baby. Coming in hot with today's lock of the day. Let's get into it. We're going to go to the Texans game versus the Bills. Give me Philip Lindsay under 26.5 rushing and receiving yards today for today's lock of the day. I'm loving this under a lot for a couple of reasons here. He's going to be playing against the Bills, mixture of first and second string defense. Obviously, the Bills defense is very elite. I don't see him being able to run the ball versus this Bills defense. It's just going to be tough for him to get a lot of rushing yards. If he does hit this, it'll probably be through an air with like a running back wheel or a bomb or something like that. Obviously, the Bills elite defensively, so I don't see him being able to get anything going on the ground. Obviously, the starter as well, Philip Lindsay, is for this Texans team. So 1, maybe 2 drives, so he's not going to be out there very often. And also, kind of got a lot to prove. Not a lot to prove, I wouldn't say, because he played a good job last year, but to continue to play well with Davis Mills. So I look for them to throw the ball a lot more with Davis Mills when he's in there with that first unit. So not expect them to run the ball a lot. So give me Philip Lindsay under 26.5. Today is my lock of the day today. All right, next up, give me Isaiah Spiller. We're going to go with this under here. I've noticed a lot of trends in this preseason football. It's a trend that makes sense, but it is a trend. Towards the end of games, teams really want to get that 2-minute drive down. They really want to run like a length of the field kind of drive with their units, with their offensive units. So I'm seeing teams not really run the ball. Once the fourth quarter comes, teams just are not running the football. They're just passing the ball, trying to get as many yards as they can, rack it up. Isaiah Spiller is technically listed on the Chargers depth chart unofficially, as the 4th running back on the roster. He'd be 3rd tonight because Austin Eckler's not playing. So look for him to play towards the end of this game when they'll be passing the ball a whole lot more. So 31.5, I think, is a stretch for him. Don't know a whole lot about Isaiah Spiller individually as a player. Just looking at how the rest of these preseason games have played out this season, this early preseason, and I don't see 31.5 yards being a realistic goal for him to reach. So give me under on Isaiah Spiller's 31.5 rushing and receiving yards. All right, only quarterback I'm going to be taking today. Give me the rookie from North Carolina. Give me Sam Howell here, over 83.5 yards passing. According to Ron Rivera, it's going to go Wentz, couple drives, Heineke, maybe the first half, and Howell to round out the rest of this game. So Sam Howell, if you do the math there, should play the most of any of these quarterbacks tonight. Also, a rookie quarterback. All the rookie quarterbacks we've seen up to this point have gotten a ton of passing attempts. They've been looking to get these guys, see kind of what they can do with the ball in the air. So Sam Howell's at 83.5 yards passing. We're going to go over on it. I'm liking this one a lot. Like I said, he's going to play the longest of these guys tonight, which means he's going to get the opportunity for the most passes. Also, he's going to get that end of the game, 2-minute drill. Towards the end of the game, he's going to be able to drive the length of the field. So I'm liking the chances for Sam Howell to be able to get a whole lot of yards passing tonight, as they're going to try to test him, kind of let him throw the ball around a lot, see what he's like. Because apparently, according to Ron Rivera as well, they're kind of having a quarterback battle between all 3 of them. They said all 3 of them are available to make that starting position, which is interesting. But you know how it goes in the preseason. So give me Sam Howell over 83.5 yards passing today. Next up, give me Cam Sims over 1.5 yards receiving. Also a Washington player here. He's technically listed at 2nd on the unofficial depth chart. So he should play a decent chunk of time. He's going to be a little bit in there with the first unit and then primarily in there a little bit with the second unit. So should have Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield throwing him a couple passes. Probably won't make it all the way to Matt Corral. But they should be making a lot of passes today, especially for Carolina. They should be passing the ball a lot today because Baker, Sam Corral, and Sam Darnold are all kind of battling for this QB1 position. So they're definitely going to let these guys air the ball out a little bit to kind of see in live action who they kind of like the most here. So I'm expecting Cam Sims to kind of be the beneficiary of a couple of those receptions. So give me Cam Sims today over 1.5 yards or 1.5 receptions. And lastly, I do love this play a lot as well today. I made both the 3 and the 5 slip, if I'm not mistaken, today. It didn't. My bad. It did not make both, but I do really love this slip a lot. Give me Tuba Hubbard over 24.5 yards rushing and receiving. He should play a decent amount of time today. He technically is going to be listed on the roster as running back 3 behind Deontay Foreman and Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey obviously not playing, so Deontay Foreman will be the lead man. Last year, in all 3 of his preseason games, he absolutely crushed it. Went way over his rushing and receptions total. Game 1 had 82 total yards on 8 touches. Game 2 had 53 total yards on 11 touches. And Game 3 had 50 total yards on 13 touches. Good mixture of both rushing and receiving yards. And that's the reason why I think Tuba Hubbard will go over today. Because of that receiving addition into his total yardage today. He's going to be a guy that's going to get a lot of checkdowns. He's a lot like Christian McCaffrey in the sense that he's a pretty good receiving back as well as a good running back. So he's going to get the ball a lot based upon how he played last year. Should be around the same thing this year. So give me Tuba Hubbard over 24.5 rushing and receiving yards today. All right, so it's time for our perfect 3 slip, perfect 5 slip. Let's get it. Let's go back to back today. Let's get it. All right, the perfect 3 slip is going to be the lock of the day. Lindsay under 26.5 rushing and receiving yards. Give me Isaiah Spiller under 31.5 rushing and receiving yards, and give me Sam Howell over 83.5 passing yards for our perfect 3 slip. And our perfect 5 slip will be all 3 of those guys of Spiller, Lindsay, and Howell. And then give me the over on Tuba Hubbard, and give me the over on Cam Sims 1.5 receiving or 1.5 receptions to round out today's perfect 3 and 5 slip for today. All right, boys, with that being said, that's going to wrap up today's video. Great, fantastic news incoming. I have officially been hired on as a sportsbook writer at the Undersdog casino where I work, which means videos are going to go back to daily videos. I have to get transferred from one department to another department because I wasn't working in the sportsbook department yet. I was working in a different department. It's complicated. Anyways, once I get transferred to the sportsbooks, which is going to be within the next 2 weeks. Hopefully, there's no way it should be the next 2 weeks. It should be this week sometime. Once I get transferred, I will officially get back to making daily videos. Obviously, football isn't all the way started back up yet, so we'll be doing daily baseball videos. When preseason games comes out, we'll be doing daily football videos. So we're going to be back to how it was earlier this year at the beginning of the year. I'm super excited to do that. This is a great opportunity for me. It's going to make me very happy, and I'm super excited. So with that being said, guys, that'll be today's video. I will catch you guys. My next off day is Tuesday. So Tuesday. Peace.